Mississippi. The Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some aren't thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense that has the first possession of the game. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew it. Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty-toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty-toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Rebels. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Black.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for open space. It's Crosby. Might have a chance. 30, the 20, he's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. You have to wonder about his confidence after a 5-interception day in that loss. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Power football with the run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. He might want another play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. To the air, it's Marks. Unloads it left. It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running back searching for a hole. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, going to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it. The run inside. It's Crosby. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. On the run, it's Crosby. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They believe they can run right here. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. It's complete. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard. That brings within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels like, Palmer, these games always come down to something at the end of the game that's so fun and controversial.
What I love about this rivalry, too, is that historically there hasn't been a lot of conference championship implications or national title implications, but they play this game at the very end of the year, and it just matters so much in the state. Bragging rights for an entire season on the line.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Marks. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And the Rebels are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. second down here as we're back at it after the break. They go to the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
They'll try the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Dropping back, it's Marks. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Rebels! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the 45. And there he goes. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Rebels want to move quickly. Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
That's an interesting play call there, because I think with the 3rd and long situation, a lot of people probably thought they were going to throw it. Instead, they hand it off, and great job by the offensive line. And after that run now, they're set up in 1st and goal.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Leaves it with the back. And he's in! Touchdown, Rebels! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he tacked on the extra point. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Black. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big play.
He's trying to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They've had had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Keeps it himself. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon.
Number 91, set to kick off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Using the quick game. And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to pass. It's Marks. Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Running into maybe some room here. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. He now has 62 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also
caught, and he's got room. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Mississippi State calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
and the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
A really good awareness by the defense. I'm supposed to drop back. I'm supposed to see the quarterback. And when he throws it, go break on it, gets the tip, and then you get the pick. That's just gravy. That's just a cherry on top of the sundae. And then take it back to the house. Let's get weird. Nice play by the defense.
Mississippi State, 9.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his man. It's Crosby. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State.
Set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach at the half. The message to his team in the locker room was, you can be the hammer or you can be the nail here to start this second half. So far, they've been the hammer. A terrific start to this game. They've got the blowout, the opponent on the ropes. But he said, we will be determined by how we finish strong. Keep hammering away. That's the kind of team we want to be this season.
Okay, Holly. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Give to the running back.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
There's some room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The Hottie-Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Running inside, it's Crosby. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. This time he wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Pressure coming. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying play action. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack. That might have knocked him out of field goal range. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Making side adjustments here. They're going to run it to the right. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll try to run for it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And how about this young fella? They're slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof, dude. He's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
To the air, it's Marks. Spits it out to the back. This time he's got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On third down, he drops to throw. Slings it downfield. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback may change this route. Got a man. It's Cleescorn. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Marks. Fires quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Got enough space there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rourke. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Rebels offense is back on the field. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll go right back to the run. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Marks. They're working that left side. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Eagle, check, eagle. Punch. Replace. Hammer. Straight on the end.
Wants to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house. They stretch this lead here in the 4th, and now they're closing in on their 9th win of the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense obviously just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Snags it quickly on the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and
Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
180. Ready, go.
Off play action on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like, this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it. Went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Got it in the middle. It's Roy. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the missed connection on third down. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be changing the route. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They want that clock to run, and they'll knock him down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Go! Spear!
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory.
Stop!
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lopez. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Marks. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes with the return. And the returner goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's wrong. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the LSU Tigers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Powell, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The LSU Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. Hotty toddy ringing throughout the night. The last time these two got together and Ole Miss won a tight one.
And there was celebrations long after that game at the library, city grocery, big bad breakfast, fans partying well into the night, all off season. And now that they get a chance to get back on and meet up again with LSU in this one, you know they're going to be fired up, ready to go.
And that wasn't lost on LSU. Like, they understand. They saw the Grove was flooded. They saw fans taunting LSU fans ad nauseum. They want some payback. They're coming back to get their flower.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. LSU quick to the line.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those choke plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something about it.
Under fire. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now we get a look at Trinidad Chambliss. Man, was he locked in last time out. Completed better than 70% and threw for more than 350 yards. Ready to fire from the pistol. Using his legs, it's Lacey. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, two top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They're testing the right side here. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Might be calling a hot route.
spear! Escape! 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 Slug! 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 Punch! Punch! Hit it! Hit!
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The throw. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt.
On to punt it away.
They booted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. On 3rd down, here's Durham. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it.
It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball in the neck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They go right back to it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. This time he wants to throw. Open on the left side, it's Smith. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
On the ground, it's Lacey. Got a little grass. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The moments, the big plays from rivalry games like this one etched in your memories, and here are some that I'm sure will bring back some warm and some heartbreaking memories. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting a lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
Replace!
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He's looking to throw. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll give it on the counter. They knock him down right there. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the ground to try to move the chains. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one.
Makes the grab and room to run. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. And as he throws, wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost. Touchdown, Rebels! They strike first. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking.
Snags it, and there's running room. Past the 30. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU! Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The sure hands, it's Odom. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Drop the football.